Welcome everyone to Money Cafe America, where real-life money finally starts to make sense.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Maya. Today we're talking about the strange frustration of making more money.
It's a weird feeling to get a raise and still feel completely stuck.
You look at the direct deposit and think it should feel different. But the checking account empties out just as fast as before.
Exactly. You get the new job. You celebrate the higher salary.
But by the time Friday rolls around, the extra money is already spoken for.
I actually checked my app yesterday. I make more now than I did 5 years ago.
And does it feel like you have more breathing room?
Not at all. It feels like the walls just moved out a few inches. The pressure is exactly the same.
That's incredibly common. It doesn't mean you're failing at life.
It feels like a failure. I keep asking myself where the extra money went.
The expenses usually grow silently right alongside the income. We upgrade our lives without noticing.
The rent goes up because you moved. The car payment goes up because you traded in the old one.
And suddenly, your higher paycheck is just covering higher fixed costs. It traps you in a more expensive cage.
A more expensive cage is exactly what it feels like. I just thought a higher salary would fix the stress.
More money changes the math, but it doesn't automatically change the feeling. We're sharing general education today, not personal financial advice.
That makes sense. I definitely need the education part.
We're going to slow down and look at why this happens. You can break this cycle without feeling deprived.
I'd love to keep the nice things but lose the panic.
By the end of this conversation, you'll have a clear way to protect your next raise. We'll also introduce a simple decision model.
A simple model sounds perfect right now. My brain is tired of doing complex budgeting math.
The steps we cover today will be practical. We'll define some useful terms to help you spot the hidden leaks.
Spotting the leak before it happens would save so much grief.
What about you? Have you ever gotten a raise but felt completely broke 2 months later?
Tell us about it in the comments. I know I'm not the only one feeling this way.
The problem is how your brain treats a raise. You think the struggle is finally over. The stress should disappear immediately.
That is exactly what I thought. I survived the tight years, so now I can finally relax.
But your lifestyle quietly expands to swallow the new money. Let's think of your income as a water hose.
Okay, I am picturing a garden hose. The water pressure just went up because of the raise.
That is exactly right. But your monthly living expenses are the bucket you are filling.
So the bucket is filling up faster now. That sounds like a really good thing.
It is good, unless the bucket has holes in the side. Upgrading your life carves new holes. You widen the leaks.
Oh, I see it now. The water drains out just as fast. I just have a much more expensive bucket.
That is the perfect way to say it. The plain money rule here is to protect the gap.
Protect the gap. That sounds like keeping the new money away from the old spending habits.
Yes. You freeze your old living costs for the first 3 months. If this idea helps you, save this episode for your next payday.
Saving the episode is a smart move. It is so easy to forget this when the new paycheck hits.
The common mistake happens on that first payday. People feel a sudden rush of relief. They immediately increase their rent or car payment.
I bought a nicer car after my last promotion. I told myself I finally deserved it. The old car felt exhausting.
You absolutely deserve nice things after working hard. The problem is tying a long monthly contract to that temporary feeling.
That is the trap right there. I committed my next 5 years of paychecks just to celebrate one good day.
Exactly. Treating yourself immediately removes your new safety net. You lock up the extra cash before it can protect you.
I traded financial peace for leather seats. The leather is really nice, but the new monthly payment causes serious panic.
The better way is to let the gap build your cushion first. Let the new money sit safely for 90 days.
90 days does not sound impossible. It just requires a little patience before making a big lifestyle change.
It breaks the cycle of earning more but feeling the exact same panic at the grocery store. Your income grows and your stress actually shrinks.
I hate feeling broke at the checkout line when my salary looks higher. It makes you feel completely crazy.
You are not crazy. The math just hid from you. When you protect the gap, the extra money finally stays yours.
The extra money actually staying mine is what I want. Pausing the upgrades makes this whole problem feel much more manageable.
Let's talk about how protecting the gap looks in real life. We will use 3 different situations.
I need practical examples. The temptation to spend a new raise is incredibly strong for me.
Imagine you just got a promotion with, say, a pay bump. Your current apartment lease is ending next month.
My first instinct is to immediately look for a nicer place. I would want more space.
That's the common move people make. You feel successful, so you want your living space to match.
Exactly. I'd probably sign a new lease the same week. It feels like a normal reward.
The correction here is to wait before signing anything. Renew your current lease for 1 more year.
That sounds really hard. Staying in the old place feels like I'm not moving forward.
The practical step is routing that extra rent money into a separate account.
Okay, so I'm capturing the raise instead of handing it to a landlord.
Yes. Moving also triggers other hidden costs. A bigger apartment means you'll buy more furniture.
That's so true. I'd definitely buy a new couch to match the nicer room.
Suddenly, your raise is gone. You're paying higher rent and a new credit card bill.
I'd feel trapped all over again. The extra money would vanish in the first month.
There's a realistic limitation to this approach. If your apartment is unsafe, you absolutely should move.
Right. Safety always comes first. But if it's just about wanting nicer countertops, I should wait.
Exactly. Now let's look at a smaller daily situation. Think about your lunch routine.
Oh, I know where this is going. When I make more money, I stop bringing my lunch.
You start buying takeout every single day. The extra income makes a $15 sandwich feel fine.
My instinct is to say my time is worth more now. I deserve the daily convenience.
You do deserve convenience. But buying lunch every day quietly drains the raise before you see it.
It really does. You never notice it leaving because it happens $10 at a time.
It isn't just lunch either. People often start picking up the dinner check for friends.
I'm definitely guilty of that. You want to celebrate, so you pay for the whole table.
The reframing here is viewing your raise as a whole number. Don't chop it up.
How do I practically stop doing that without feeling miserable? I hate feeling restricted right now.
The practical step is giving yourself a set convenience budget. Maybe you buy lunch twice a week.
That feels much better. I still get a nice reward, but I'm not bleeding cash everywhere.
The caution here is being honest about the actual cost. Small amounts add up to huge numbers.
That puts it in perspective. Spending thousands a year on casual lunches is a terrible trade.
Let's talk about the third trap. This one happens quietly on your phone or computer.
Are we talking about online shopping? Because that gets very dangerous after a good review.
Online shopping is bad, but subscription creep is sometimes worse. You add new streaming services continuously.
That's so true. I upgrade my music app, add a fitness app, and get movie channels.
You also upgrade your internet speed or buy the premium tier of a delivery service.
My instinct is to just hit subscribe. I tell myself the salary covers $10 easily.
The correction is treating subscriptions like a fixed utility bill. They aren't small, casual purchases.
I never thought of them as permanent weights. I just thought of them as cheap entertainment.
The practical step is simple. For every new subscription you add, you must cancel an old one.
Oh, a strict one in and one out rule. That keeps the total monthly cost exactly the same.
Yes, it forces you to decide what you actually value. The limitation is checking your statements regularly.
Right. If I forget to check the statements, the rule doesn't work. The apps charge quietly.
You need a concrete action step you can take within 24 hours. This protects the gap immediately.
I'm ready for it. What's the smallest thing I can do today to fix this?
Look at your new pay stub. Calculate the exact dollar difference between the old and new check.
So I need to find the actual real number. I need to know exactly how much.
Yes, write that specific number down on a piece of paper. Don't guess or estimate it.
Once I have the exact number, what do I actually do with it?
You set up an automatic transfer for that exact amount. Move it to a savings account.
That takes the decision completely out of my hands. The money moves before I can spend it.
For extra safety, hide that savings account from your main banking dashboard. Don't look at it daily.
That's incredibly smart. If I don't see the extra money, I won't be tempted to spend it.
You pretend the raise never happened. You live on the old number while building a safety net.
I really like that approach. It feels like I'm paying my future self instead of upgrading.
It completely changes the power dynamic. You control the raise instead of it controlling your habits.
I feel a little more prepared now. I just need to find that exact dollar amount.
So far, we have covered pausing major upgrades and calculating the exact dollar amount of your new raise.
Finding that exact number feels like the most important first step to taking back control of my paycheck.
Let's test this mindset with a small money situation. Imagine you just received a generous new promotion at work.
A new promotion sounds amazing right now. I would definitely want to celebrate that news with my friends.
This promotion adds exactly $400 to your monthly take-home pay.
$400 extra would give me so much relief from my current bills.
You immediately decide to lease a slightly nicer car for $300 more a month. Is that a mistake?
Well, I still have $100 left over, so my monthly budget technically stays positive.
I really like that you did the math before making the decision. That is a great financial instinct.
Thank you. But I feel like a trap is hiding in that quick math somewhere.
The trap is that the nicer car requires more expensive insurance and premium gas.
Oh, right. So that extra $100 gets eaten up quickly by the new operating costs.
Exactly. You locked up your entire raise in one single depreciating asset. Let's look at some money terms.
I am completely ready for the terms. I need to know what to call these invisible spending traps.
The first term is lifestyle creep. It means your daily expenses quietly rise to match your new income level.
So making more money just means buying more expensive things without even thinking about the cost.
Yes. An everyday example is with switching from buying generic groceries to buying expensive organic brands permanently.
That sounds healthy, but I definitely see the long-term financial problem hiding there.
It matters because it destroys your ability to build a safety net. This happens regardless of your salary.
How would you want me to explain this specific idea back to you?
Tell me what lifestyle creep feels like in your own words.
Lifestyle creep is when getting a raise just makes my baseline survival much more expensive.
That is incredibly accurate. The second term we need to know today is fixed expenses.
Are those the bills that stay exactly the same from month to month?
Yes. Fixed expenses are the mandatory costs you must pay simply to maintain your current life.
So things like rent, car payments, and minimum debt payments would fall into this category.
Exactly. It matters because raising these costs permanently limits your future financial flexibility.
I cannot just decide to skip paying my rent if my hours get cut at work.
That is why keeping them low after a raise is crucial. How would you summarize fixed expenses?
Fixed expenses are the heavy monthly anchors that make a new salary disappear almost immediately.
That is a perfect visualization. The final useful term for our conversation today is margin.
I hear that word a lot, but usually from corporate finance people on the television.
For personal finance, margin is the actual breathing room between your income and your required bills.
So it is the money left over after all the fixed expenses are fully paid.
Yes. An everyday example is having $300 extra sitting safely in your checking account.
Having that kind of room would completely change my daily stress levels around money.
It matters because without margin, every unexpected expense becomes a massive financial crisis. How would you define it?
Margin is the actual financial cushion that protects me when real life happens.
You have a great handle on these concepts today. Recognizing these terms makes the money traps visible.
I feel much better equipped now. I just need to diligently guard my margin against the creep.
Let's test this with a brand new scenario. Imagine you just received a generous year-end bonus.
A year-end bonus always feels like completely free money. I would normally plan a huge vacation immediately.
Instead of a vacation, you decide to upgrade all your kitchen appliances. Does that protect your margin?
I think it does. Buying appliances is a one-time cost, so my monthly bills stay the same.
That is mostly true. But high-end appliances often require expensive specialized maintenance plans and higher energy usage.
Oh, I see the hidden trap. The shiny new fridge quietly adds another fixed monthly bill.
Exactly. You bought the item but accidentally signed up for a long-term drain on your paycheck.
So the better move is finding an upgrade that requires zero ongoing monthly maintenance.
Yes. You always want to calculate the hidden carrying costs before spending the new money.
It takes the fun out of shopping, but it definitely keeps the bank account safe.
How would you actually apply this exact lesson to your own life this month?
I am looking at a new phone plan. I need to calculate the actual monthly taxes first.
That is a brilliant real-life application. That leads perfectly into our simple listener action plan.
I definitely need the action plan. Having clear steps makes the raise feel much less confusing.
The first step is finding the actual dollar amount of your next raise or promotion.
That means looking closely at the pay stub. I cannot just guess the number in my head.
You need the exact number down to the penny. The second step is opening a separate savings account.
I should probably use a completely different bank for this. It needs to be hard to reach.
Yes. Make the account invisible from your daily phone app. That removes the random daily temptation.
Out of sight means out of mind. It stops me from spending it on a random Tuesday.
Many people skip this because opening a new account sounds tedious. But friction is your friend here.
I completely agree. If the money is sitting in my normal checking account, I will eventually spend it.
You will convince yourself that it is just sitting there doing nothing. The separate bank prevents that lie.
That makes perfect sense. I need the barrier to protect me from my own impulsive spending habits.
The third step is setting up an automatic transfer for that exact raise amount every single payday.
So the new money moves into the safe zone before I ever get a chance to see it.
You essentially pretend the raise has never happened. You live on your old salary while building real margin.
I am building my margin without feeling any extra daily pressure. That is a huge relief.
It completely changes your financial reality. What makes keeping your expenses from creeping up so difficult?
Sometimes naming the trap takes away its power. You can just leave one single word for us today.
We read all of your answers. Your word might help someone else realize they are not alone.
Is your trap rent, groceries, or subscriptions? I feel much more confident about my next paycheck.
Remember to leave your one word in the comments about what usually catches your extra money first. Tell us whether that trap is rent, groceries, or your monthly subscriptions.
We really read those answers to understand exactly what you are facing right now. Please do not forget the most practical step from our conversation today.
Find the exact dollar amount of your new raise. Hiding it safely in a separate savings account protects your entire paycheck from invisible spending.
A higher salary should always bring you genuine peace of mind. It should never just build a much more expensive cage to live inside.
Building that quiet margin gives you real control over your future. Thank you for sitting down with us today at Money Cafe America. I'm Maya.
And I'm Ethan. Getting a promotion should feel like a true financial relief. Keeping that extra money safe is exactly how you make that feeling permanent.